What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-Hot Radio shouting as always. I got my podcast partner in this thing, OG Gangsta Wicked, a.k.a. Big Galaxy of Ghetto Mafia.
Man, blue skies out here today, big guy.
Hey, man, it done got a little chilly in the A-Town, man, and it's going down in this thing.
Yes, sir.
Right now, what's hot on the press is Verzuz announces their return with an epic Cash Money versus No Limit battle. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on this one, Wick?
The first thing, you know what I'm saying, I know people are going to be mad when I say this. I got to sit up.
Yeah.
You know, because I always like to beat my chest.
Oh.
I saw a few people in the comments say, Wicked always try to tie himself in to something. Well, you know what? I'm going to tie myself in again.
Well,
because you and I called for this.
Those are facts now.
3 years ago.
Come on now.
I have the video. I have the receipts.
Okay, then. Okay,
3 years ago, we said right here on this show, you could go to B-High, Wicked, B-High, Cash Money versus No Limit, and just type that in.
Yeah.
And you'll see what we called for. Matter of fact, Jody Breeze was on that show.
What up, though, Jody?
It was me, you, and Jody when we talked about it.
That's right.
So now that I got that out the way, I talked to my partner, Young Bleed.
Yeah.
And before I talk about how I feel about the Verzuz itself, because I'm excited about that part.
Yeah.
You know, I have to campaign for my guy.
Okay.
As of this point right now, he's not on the Verzuz with on No Limit side.
Yeah.
But I haven't spoke to him. I spoke to him yesterday, so maybe by today, you know, or tomorrow going forward, that you know he'll get on there. I don't think it's any beef or anything going on. I think they just need to work it out. So if anybody out there, you know what I'm saying, like how you do that there, and some of the, you know what I'm saying, you know, some of the music from Bleed, you know what I'm saying. You know, pull for the homie. I told him I would show him a little love on that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's right. Now, as far as the No Limit and Cash Money itself, I went back and looked at the old video where we talked about it, and I definitely think that Cash Money, you know, in my book, you know, will have the edge in this. If I'm just, you know, just looking from a fan. With No Limit, I think that the wild card that isn't there for me is Mystical. You know, Mystical not being there. Mystical was a 1-and-1. You don't get a Mystical.
Yeah.
You know, and you can't replace a Mystical.
Yeah.
Now, I'm interested to see, you know, how they're going to do the music. You know, I'm sure they're still going to play some of those records.
They got to.
They have to. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't play Mystical records, I mean, you're dead in the water.
Well, no, I'm not going to allow you to say that,
no,
but I see where you're
you
going.
don't play Mystical records on No Limit side. You have no chance against Cash Money. You have to play Mystical records, bruh.
Mr. Ice Cream Man.
You still got nobody
Break 'em
say,
off
see
something.
every time I
I'm just letting you know.
you know what I hate about black folk?
What?
Every time you give one black folk props, then they automatically assume that you're dissing the other one.
Well, now you trying to talk about somebody gonna be dead in the water without Mystical, and I don't agree with that.
Absolutely, everybody knows that.
No, but see, that's the issue. I think people are having with.
It's like saying that Cash Money, if they didn't play it, Lil Wayne records. Come on, bruh. I mean, let's call it for what it is.
They don't have to play the Lil Wayne records by itself.
Stop it. The two headliners of both of these camps, don't get me wrong, Master P we know how great Master P is as far as a businessman and putting everything together.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
We know how great Baby and Slim them all them are as far as Manny, as far as putting stuff together. But the two draws for me is Wayne and Mystical. Now, that don't mean C Murder.
Come on.
That don't mean BG, Juvie, Turk, Mia X, Silk the Shocker. They all don't. They're not going. You know, they don't have a vital part in all of this. They do, and I'm fans of all of them.
That's right.
What I'm saying is the not the diehard underground fans. I'm talking about those commercial fans. It's two guys that music just kind of crossed all the way. And I got to throw Juvie in there because that 400 Degrees, it went all the way there too.
Yeah.
But come on, man, from No Limit, Mystical is the man, and from Cash Money to me, Wayne is the man, and then everybody, plays their role right up under that. And that's what I have to see. If Lil Wayne is not at the Verzuz, I have a real problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I already have a problem, like I said, and Mystical is not going to be there. So, but you're saying, we know they're going to play his records. They have to play his records. But I still, have a problem that he's not going to be there. And if Wayne isn't there, I'm going to tune in just to see. I want to see the set.
Yeah.
I want to see how it gets pulled off. All the other artists are going to pull in with it, because you do know Snoop Doggy Dogg got to come. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
That's
come
right.
on now.
The Dog Father got to come. I'm sure that P is going, all hands on deck.
Yeah.
Cash Money gonna have all hands on deck.
Yeah.
But if I turn on that Verzuz and I don't hear Mystical and Lil Wayne records and see Lil Wayne there, I'm gonna have a real problem in the comments. They're gonna probably block me in the comments.
Why are they got to block you?
Because I'm going in. Because I'm going in. But as far as, man, to keep it real, big guy, in all seriousness, I think this is going to be huge for the culture.
Yeah.
We called for it, like I said. And I'm excited to see it, not just for the rest of the country, but for Louisiana, for the whole state. I have friends and a few family members that's there, and I don't want to go back this far, but ever since Katrina, the city, man, it was ugly.
Yeah.
And to see it has come all the way back.
Yeah.
This kind of solidifies to me that, they persevered. They got through it, even though families got displaced. People had to go to Miami and Atlanta and everywhere else. And now they back to be able to see two of the biggest movements ever in hip hop history sharing a stage together. Because there was times that the city wasn't big enough for the two of them. But now the stage is big enough for the two of them. Let that sink in.
Yeah.
At one point, the city was not big enough for these two labels and all these artists. But now one stage is going to carry all of them. So I'm excited to see that. I'm just as excited to see that as if it was, when we saw E40 and Too Short and
3 6 and Bone.
3 6 and Bone.
Come on, Gucci and Jeezy.
Gucci and Jeezy. This is right there.
UGK and 8 Ball.
8 Ball. Yeah, absolutely. We call for that too.
Exactly.
But this is right there, and I think that it has the potential of, especially if Wayne is there, to surpass, all the hip hop ones. If if Wayne is there, and depending on how, I want to see how the mystical stuff is going to come off. Are they just going to be, play a record and woo, because that's a delicate situation. You understand?
It is a delicate situation, but see, the issue is that you acting like the No Limit Soldiers. We talking about 20 records here, 20 records apiece.
Correct.
I mean, Mystical, we can get 4 or 5 out of Mystical, but guess what? P them still got 15 other records that's gonna hit and go crazy.
Right, but what's gonna hit like, here I go?
Make them say, bout it.
Yeah,
break them off something.
Yeah.
I mean, come on,
y'all
man.
can't make no money because y'all niggas is busters. I get it.
My partner gave me $50, put me in the game. I'm trying to get a meal ticket. He got some stuff. I think what happened with No Limit versus Cash Money is Cash Money stunted so damn hard with the jury, with the flash, with the cars. It kind of watered down what No Limit had going on in New Orleans, because they weren't as flashy with the jury, and folks took the flash and compared that with the music. But I think the music was neck and neck for both of them. That's how I feel.
With Mystical,
See that?
Look at you got.
See that?
That boy was a real
Mystical
problem.
was the truth. Now, I'm not taking nothing from Mystical, but I'm not also saying that Mystical fit in on that tank.
I mean,
he fit in on that
when
tank. And I say that to say
when you have Beehive, when you have Wayne and Juvie, okay. Only two people on No Limit that could just to combat that right there. That's Snoop and Mystical.
That's right.
That's Snoop and Mystical.
That's right.
And Mystical ain't gonna be there. So you understand what I'm saying? So I mean, somebody has to be able to come up and step up. Next man up. And I just don't see the next man up on No Limit side that's just gonna be able to deal with that. Cash Money is an army. So, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's still gonna be great for the city, and we all are gonna win. And I'm the biggest fan, so I will be sitting there with my popcorn, and salute to both camps. Salute to the city.
Yeah.
Salute to the state, and salute to all the hip hop heads for what we're about to witness.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody pull up to that Verzuz, man, and put it down for hip hop. One of my favorite artists is Moby Dick from Beats by the Pound, and the hook singer over there with No Limit, okay? I mean, gangstified. I mean, don't forget about Kane and Abel. See, we got one-off songs that might be coming from No Limit that you'll see, and you'll be like, oh, man, that was my joint right there.
Yeah.
Cash Money, I mean, their catalog is just stupid, okay? They got too many damn hits. I mean, with the Hot Boys, the Big Timers, and Wayne, what else do you need? I mean, they about to go crazy. But then you got them No Limit Soldiers, man. I mean, you got 50
Fiend.
folks. That's what I'm saying. You got 50 folks, and each one of those 50 people had a smash hit.
They did.
Point blank. So
Mia X is an X factor too, because Cash Money never had that female.
That's true.
And Mia has that love out here, as one of the pioneers. You know what I'm saying? For the females.
Exactly.
So we can't underestimate the value of Mia X in this thing.
Well, you know what? With Mia X, we just got to give her simply because we can't underestimate her value just in Southern hip hop culture as a female artist that really just tangled with all of these male artists and gave everybody a run for their money, man, and just putting it down for the ladies before what you see going on now. Now, on another note, I got to ask you about this week because, there's been a conversation about Crunk. Lil Jon went on the Breakfast Club talking about, the origins of Crunk and what's going on with the movement, which led me to go over there to Hot 107.9 and have a conversation with Devin Steele. Devin Steele, he's the PD at Hot 107.9, but he's also from Memphis. He brought out Pastor Troy and Drummer Boy, and we all had a good conversation about Memphis Buck music and Atlanta Crunk music. And during that conversation, Devin said something that struck me that would be crazy and amazing for another Verzuz. How would you feel about a Memphis versus Atlanta versus Buck versus Crunk music?
That would be epic. That would be out of this world. But before I even dive into that, I've been hearing did it start in Memphis or did it start in Atlanta? And I want to say this to everybody, so I'm looking at the camera and say this.
Yeah.
For everybody that asks me, did it start in Memphis or did it start in Atlanta? Here's my answer. It started from a black folks. That's what we all have. That's all we have in common. It started from us. So I don't know where it started, but I do know whoever started was black. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. We just really thought you was about to say something.
I did.
You ain't say shit.
I did, because we start everything. So, you know what I'm saying? My thing is, it started from black folks. That's the only thing that is for sure. I don't know where it started from. But I do know that, going back to your question, yeah, that would be sick. You're talking Lil Jon and his catalog, 3-6 and their catalog. That was, from Jon's side. I mean, Jon has done records for everybody across the world.
Yeah.
I mean, Yin Yang Twins come to mind right off the rip. Their whole catalog, just some of everybody. That would be sick. Yeah, of course, 3-6.
Come on. And they bring out their home team favorites along with them.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? So
correct.
3-6, they round up everybody from Memphis.
Yeah.
Lil Jon rounds up everybody from Atlanta.
Yeah.
And they go and tear someplace down.
That would be crazy. I mean, my thing is, where would they do that at? Where you can't
We gotta
be.
do that in Atlanta. You can Memphis can come down here to the A. It's
I don't think that'd be fair to Memphis though. We gotta get on neutral ground. We gotta meet in.
Memphis got a home in Atlanta.
We gonna have to meet in Jackson, Mississippi or something. Half and half, motherfucker. Half and half. You know how in college football they had a neutral site games?
Yeah.
Georgia,
The
Florida.
Super Bowl.
Where we meet on the line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Nah, we can't have a home and home on that. I think with that there, we need to meet in the middle. You know, and half Atlanta come and we get there and see who represent the hardest, man.
No, they need to come to Atlanta.
Bring it to Atlanta.
If you bring it to Atlanta, you gonna get everybody from the Southeast converging on this city. Now, don't get it messed up. It's a lot of Atlanta people that love Memphis music more than Atlanta music.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? And there's a lot of Memphis folks that love Atlanta music more than Memphis music.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, you bring everybody down here, I mean, it's gonna be a lovely thing just to see the camaraderie and the energy in the room. I think that energy in itself would change the game. I think that'd be explosive.
Well, we definitely can't go to Memphis because they crazy down there. I'm definitely not going to Memphis for a Verzuz. But let me get this straight.
Talk to me.
So that I can make sure that I understand what you're saying. Be High is sitting here today calling for Atlanta, Memphis Verzuz here in the ATL.
I needed to be in Atlanta. If we're going to do this, it's got to be in Atlanta. I mean, I can't take credit for the idea. It was Devin Steele's idea.
Okay.
But when he told me that, I said, my God, that would just break the net. And if we don't do the Verzuz, y'all might want to incorporate that in the birthday bash next year. That'd be stupid.
That would be fine. But
yeah, that'd be crazy.
But behind we have to host it.
Well, I'll be there for it, dude.
Yeah, it's for the culture.
For the culture. Y'all hit the comments, man. Are y'all ready for this no limit cash money Verzuz? And how would y'all feel about a Memphis versus Atlanta Verzuz?
Yes, sir.
Get down with the movement. You got anything to say, Big Galaxy? Because I know you got music out here.
Yeah, y'all come on over to OG Galaxy Wick on my YouTube, man. Me and the Jeezy stuff is going crazy, man. And I'm just blessed to be here, man. And thank you for everybody that support old Galaxy.
Y'all heard the man. Get down with the movement. Be High Radio Shout at Big Galaxy. We gone.
Yep.